morning, my students. So, here let's start with part 2 of Science, Chapter 8, Motion, Class 9. I hope you will understand it and you will also enjoy it. Now, this part has more numerical practices, so kindly focus and at least go through twice. Let's begin. Let's start with distance against time graph. Sometime just by plotting the value of a vehicle that he has traveled or it has traveled the distance in particular given time, you can also find out the speed, velocity and acceleration using graph. So motion can be represented on the distance time graph, and using graph you can figure it out whether the motion of that car or vehicle is uniform or non-uniform or any other type of motion. In the graph, distance is taken on the y-axis and time is taken on the x-axis. So this is the general rule that you have to take time taken on the x-axis, which is horizontal, and distance on the y-axis. The distance time graph for the uniform speed is a straight line. This is because the uniform speed a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time. You can see in this figure, this is the uniform motion. You can see 10 meter are traveled in first 5 seconds, then 20 meter in next 10 seconds and so on and on. So when you join all this line, you get the straight line which indicates it is the uniform motion. You can plot the various values and figure it out whether it is uniform or non-uniform motion. Now, derivation of 3 formulas of motion. This is very important. Please pay attention and stay focused. Let a body is moving with the initial velocity u, with the uniform acceleration a. Its velocity becomes v in a time t second. In the meantime, it covers the distance s. So the term would be acceleration meter per second square, initial and final velocity meter per second, time you will measure in the seconds and distance you will measure in the meters. Let's begin. First equation of motion, acceleration, that is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. So A is equals to V minus U divided by T. You can cross multiply T, so that will give you AT is equals to V minus T. Also V is equals to U plus AT. That is our first equation of motion. You can write it down 3 times and memorize it. Second equation of motion, average velocity, that is V plus U divided by 2. Now V stands for final velocity, U stands for initial velocity divided by 2. So distance travel is equals to average velocity plus time. Now for distance you will take S, average velocity is V plus U divided by 2, and for time it is T. So put V is equals to U plus AT at the place of V. So what you get is S is equals to U plus AT plus U divided upon 2 into T. Now U is 2 times, so that is added as 2U plus AT divided by 2 into T. Now let's multiply T with the bracket. So what you get? 2UT plus AT square divided by 2. Now 2UT, if you divide with 2, 2 get cancelled. So resulting equation is S is equals to UT plus 1/2 AT square. Now here remember 2 is in the division, so 2 get cancelled with the first operation, but second operation it becomes 1/2 AT square. So S, that is the distance travel, is equals to UT plus 1/2 AT square, second equation of motion. Kindly write it down 2 to 3 times and memorize it. Let's start with the third equation of motion. Now we will use our pre-knowledge we know that v is equals to u plus 80, the first equation. So v minus u is equals to 80. Or you can also say that v minus u divided by a is equals to t. Now put t is equals to v minus u upon a in the equation number 2 at the place of t. So equation number 2 was s is equals to ut plus 1 half at square. So s is equals to u. Instead of t, substitute the value v minus u upon a, bracket over 1 half a, again t square, that means v minus u upon 2 whole square. Now you have to multiply here u with the first bracket. So u into v uv minus u into u square divided by 2 plus 1 half a. Now you multiply this v minus u upon 2 whole square. So that will give you the result v square plus u square minus 2u v divided upon a square. Now 2 here has multiplied with the 1 half. So resulting answer is s is equals to uv minus u square divided upon a plus 1 half v square plus u square minus 2uv upon a. So finally you will get the third equation after adding all the operation is s is equals to v square minus u square upon 2a. That means 2as is equals to v square minus u square. This is our third equation of motion. This is little tough, but practice makes you perfect. Now let's talk about the circular motion. The motion of the body in a circular path is called the circular motion. If a body moves in a circular path with uniform speed, its motion is called the uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is accelerated motion because in a circular motion, a body continuously changes its direction. So the circumference of the circle of the radius r is given by 2 pi r. If the body takes time t to get one round the circular path, then the velocity v is given by v is equals to 2 pi r upon 2. So 2 get cancelled, so your velocity is pi r. You can see here example of velocity. You might have seen in the movie Mission Mangal how they used to accelerate at certain angle to enhance their velocity and the acceleration. So this way you can find the velocity and the acceleration of given body. I hope this part 2 is much clearer to you. This part 2 includes 3 equations of motion. You have to derive them and you have to practice the numericals based on these equations. For my coming PDF, you will find textual exercise as well as in-text exercise as well as solution of all the examples. Kindly practice them for your better understanding. Hope you have enjoyed. See you for the next chapter. Bye-bye. Thank you.